Hello, everybody. Hi, guys. You're welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Kudrat, and I have two 2025 Erasmus Mundus scholars on board today to discuss the Erasmus Mundus application and interview, and also answer so many questions prospective awardees may have in mind. So let us know our guest. Let me start from Promise. Your state of origin, your name, the university you attended in Nigeria, and where you are currently studying currently. All right, thank you for sharing up.
Okay, thank you everyone. My name is Promise Adebayo. I'm from Ondo State. I studied agronomy in the University of Ibadan. So currently I'm in Spain on under the Erasmus program. I'll be studying cutting edge technologies for sustainable agriculture and food systems. Thank you.
Yeah. Hi
Thank you so much,
everyone.
Promise. Okay, let's go to
Yeah.
Sharif.
My name is Sherry Olajiri from Oshu State. I graduated from the University of Ilorin, aquaculture and fisheries from my bachelor's degree, and I'm currently at the Catholic University of Valencia here in Spain for marine biotechnology program under the Erasmus Mundus Scholarship. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sharif. So we start by talking about tips you have for upcoming Erasmus Mundus awardees. So Promise, what are the tips you have in mind to share with prospective awardees?
Okay, so my first tip will be on your CV because, particularly for me, I feel like what made me stand out is my CV. So I would say, compulsorily for Erasmus, you have to use the Europass template for your CV, and you have to put related experience, everything that is your CV has to be tailored to any program you're trying to apply for. Some people will want to apply to up to 5 Erasmus program. I know some people that will say like, oh, 7 programs, I'm applying for them and all of that. But it is very important that you make your CV tailored to whatever program that you're applying for. Make sure you put in enough experience, any related experience that can actually, boost your chances of getting selected. Research experience, conferences or seminars that you have attended, whether you have any publications, that is also very good. If you have any courses that you have taken or certifications that is related to the course that you're applying for, it is very advisable that you put it there, because I feel like for me, I put one of the project I worked on as an undergraduate. It was working with like a group of engineers to work on an irrigation system, and I feel like that was the standout point for me on my CV, because I didn't even finish with a first class. I finished with a second class offer. And to think that you can actually get a chance on an opportunity like that. So it doesn't your grade, actually, I would say, for people that don't even have a first class, you also have a chance. You can also try, but make sure you have other things on your CV that can boost your chances of getting selected. Like I've mentioned before, your conferences, publication, any project you have worked on, seminars, or your research experience. Probably you've worked as, a research assistant as an undergraduate or post graduation. That is also good. You can also put it there. So aside that, my other tip, for getting through is resilience. It takes a lot to put together your motivation letter. um oh, sorry. Okay, I'm trying to. The noise
You can
is
you
quite
can
loud.
continue just after speaking. You can mute your mic.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
Thank you.
You have to be resilient. Your resilience is very, very important, because it takes a lot to, keep applying, and sometimes you give up when you get rejection and all of that. But if you are resilient enough, you keep going, you don't give up. I know that you're going to get there. If you have any questions, you can ask later. But for now, I'll just try to reset my AirPod so that I can reduce the noise so Sheriff can take on.
All right,
Thank
Sharif,
you.
let's have you. Thank you, Promise.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you. Just like Promise has said, I think the most important thing for me is getting all the necessary documents ready. Maybe you are still about to graduate, or you've graduated already, like first thing is getting all the needed documents ready, and I mean your degree certificate, your transcript, maybe the your official copy or the student copy. Anyhow, I think it varies from different schools, and also your international passport, your different documents that you will be needing. I think getting them ready is very, very important. And also, just like Promise said, your CV is very, very important. I mean, when you are not there, it is your CV that is going to speak for you. So it's more or less like your representative where you are not available. So your CV is very, very important. Make sure you itemize all of your achievements there, and make sure you follow the template. It varies from program to program. Some programs to say, okay, this is the type of CV. Some will say we don't want it to be more than 3 pages. Some will say, okay, it can be as much as possible. Make sure you like know the type, the type of CV your program wants, so that you can tailor it accordingly. And then your apart from that, mentorship is very, very important. It's going to like put you on the right track. Like to me, I do categorize it to active mentorship and passive mentorship. Active mentorship in the sense that people that are in your field. For example, I'm a fisheries and aquaculture graduate. I know several scholars that have gotten one or two Erasmus program in my field. So I talk to them, but then it is not only those that are in my program that I will talk to. I have many mentors as much as possible. Then I also have passive mentors, those that are not like in my field, but then they can definitely have like one or two inputs to that will help me. So I talk to them as well, whether they're in Nigeria or they are anywhere in the world. So and I think LinkedIn is going to like help you with that. Make sure you like get connected with prospective mentors. It's like going to help you very well. And also, just like Promise said, she said resilience, your determination, your resilience is very, very important, because along the line you will get tired. You feel like, okay, you want to give up, or maybe after some rejection, but your resilience is very, very important. And what I do tell applicants is that it's not necessary like when you are during your application period, you just like stay idle. You can like get something doing, such that you like it's going to like be going simultaneously with your application. So then you won't like get tired easily. So you can get something doing alongside with your application and all of that. Then make sure you get the right information. I mean, get the necessary information. Like, information is really, very, really important. If you don't know, you don't know. So make sure like you get the right information, join group, network, like I said earlier, mentors, talk to them, ask them questions and all of that. And we'll get to like discuss more. And that's it.
Thank you so much, Sharif. So for people who are looking at applying for only Erasmus and they are not flexible, they are just reading it. I just want Erasmus, or Erasmus. What advice do you have for them, Promise? Did you apply for Erasmus alone? Was it the only opportunity you applied for over the years, or maybe the first attempt? Let's hear from Promise first. And can you speak? Okay.
Okay, yes, I can. I think I've been able to connect my AirPods now. So, honestly, my advice for people that are not flexible, number one, don't be rigid. That's one thing I would say, because when I first started, my mind was in Canada. Like, I'm not going to any other place. It's Canada that I'm going to. I learned the hard way, because when I started writing emails, my mom was asking me at a point that, are you doing Yahoo? Because maybe you have learned it and I don't know, because I'm always up at night to make sure that, because their time is different, the time different. So I have to be up at night at our own night time to be able to send it during their own daytime there. So at least they'll check their mails during the day. So at least they'll be able to see it kind of thing. So I was only about Canada, and I'm sure I wrote over like 100 cold mails to different schools, British Columbia, Toronto, McGill. I became familiar with their whole process, but it is very complex because you first have to get the permission of a prospective supervisor before you can join any program, because some of these supervisors are even the ones funding the program. So they have to first accept you before you can apply to the school. So if they are not accepting graduate students, there's nothing you can do. So you just have to keep looking, keep looking. So that way I just kept applying and applying and applying. As at that time most of them were on leave. I applied to tax chain. So most of the lecturers they were on leave because I was seeing plant breeding programs I wanted to apply for. I was really interested in plant breeding. So I was seeing programs related to that day, and most of the lecturers were on leave to resume like 2024, just saying sorry, I'm not accepting graduate students, blah 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 blah. It was really heartbreaking. So like when it was now 2024, like between half of 2023, I was doing that. When it was like 2024, I was just like open minded, like, okay, let me, try other countries. At first, I was looking for a job because at that time I didn't have anything to do, no money and all that. So I was just looking for a job and all those things. So later in the year in 2024, I just looked at it, okay, let me look to other places, start applying to other countries and all of that. I late 2024, I applied for Commonwealth, I applied for Mastercard, I almost applied for Chevy, but I didn't push the application. Yeah, so for Erasmus, I think I applied for sales and global teams, international sales and global teams. I got rejected. For all the Commonwealth I applied for, I got rejected. Even Commonwealth here, there were schools that I had, admission. I had admission in Royal Agricultural University in the UK, Newcastle University. They were giving admission, but I applied through Commonwealth. So there was no way I was able to take the admission because Commonwealth was what I used to apply. So it was just all crazy that I didn't get any approval from anywhere. I was not applying to the US, so to take like maybe graduate research assistant roles. There will be sometimes I will get to the interview stage, I'll be interviewed, and after the interview, they'll be like, "Oh, you're not part of the finalist," kind of thing. So it was just up and down. Like you get your hopes raised, then at the point you are down. When you see okay, you are being invited for an interview, you'll be like, "Wow, oh my god, interview, you try your best and all that, and later they'll tell you they didn't pick you." So all of this process has been overwhelming. Imagine since 2023, you're going through this ups and downs, trying to apply, taking your time to write motivation letter, statement of purpose, reaching out to your supervisors and lecturers, please can you write a recommendation letter for me, knowing that these people have their own programs and everything that they are doing too. It got to a point my supervisor was like, promise, I have a life, I have things that I'm doing too. So I just have to like beg her, like, Ma, I was so sorry, please, you have to help me. I'm just trying to, get this done too. So she was actually very nice and she always, write my reference letters for me. She was just so good. Yeah, so when it was now like early 2025, I saw the application for this program that I got honestly, that was the only application I pushed in earlier in the year. That was like February. Just after the tons of rejection, like 2024, after spending my whole time, preparing for Commonwealth and all those things, actually, I'm like, I really wanted to do it. But earlier this year, I applied for social agri. It was so funny. I got, invited for the interview. That was it. After the interview, I was selected. I was free. When I got the email, you don't know, like, I felt numb. My parents, my sisters, they were shouting. But that, I was just looking at it. That's so, okay, like, is this it? Like, finally, like, I think I was not even jumping. I was not shouting for joy. Everybody was just, I was just looking, like, I spaced out for minutes. So it's just like a whole lot. So I would just advise you not to be rigid. Being rigid saying, oh, you don't want to go to a particular place. No, 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 no. There are several countries. Europe is very great. Different countries in Europe. Australia is there. Australia is also a very good country. Asian countries, look at South Korea, Japan, all these places offer like nice opportunities that all those places. Just don't be rigid. Try to be flexible because it will give you more space. Like there is not only one fish in the ocean, there are plenty fishes. So try to speak like plenty so you can get varieties. Even under Erasmus, you don't have to limit yourself to one program when you're applying. There are so many programs. You can push the application to all these programs But make sure your application is not an out big application. For each program you're applying to, make sure you're putting your best for each and every one. Like you want to get in for each of all these programs. So I feel like that's like the only way, to get something tangible out of, your whole preparation and you being resilient and wanting to go for something. So thank you.
Oh, that was good. Thank you so much for sharing your story, Promise. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, good. Thank you so much. That was a long one. So many opportunities, but what you need is just 1 years, and you can see what difference, the kind of difference the 1 years has made. So, congratulations again on your scholarship award. So, let's go to
Thank
Sharif. You're welcome. So, can you share a part of your story? Did you just apply for Erasmus? I know you want to. You're my mentor here. So, let's hear your
Exactly.
story. Let's hear your story.
Exactly, yeah. Not at all. I applied for several scholarships. It's not only Erasmus. I mean, did Commonwealth, I did MasterCard, most especially MasterCard. I had like three different applications there because I was like, no, 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 no. Just like promise, I wanted to like push for Canada as well. So I tried like three different MasterCard. And yeah, to put it in proper perspective, that this application season, the last one, was my first application season, like ever, like my first application season. So it was more of like I didn't really know much about it, but I I was very sure. Like I speak a lot to my mentors. I speak a lot to them, and they share like informations about it. Okay, do this, do this, do this, do this. So initially, I was more focused on Mastercards, uh, UBC to be precise, and then I think two others like that. So at a point in time, I started okay, Erasmus. One thing I like about Erasmus is there are more information like on their website. You can easily like read and see different information you see for yourself. And if you the catalog is always there for you to like, if you don't really fit in properly into one program, you can like always search for other programs. So when I started using the catalog for Erasmus, I found like about five different programs that I was qualified for. Yeah, so but then I was restricted by language proficiency test, IELTS. So most of them will be like IELTS is compulsory. Like three of them, it is compulsory that I submit at the point of application. So I was like, what's going to happen? So I just like, okay, well, let me go and do my IELTS. And so I did the IELTS, and immediately after the exam, and I think I got like 7.0. It widened my my reach in terms of application. So I could like apply for all the five Erasmus programs I highlighted in my notes, and then some other ones like that. So I was not rigid at all. I was very flexible. In total, I think I submitted about 14 applications. I mean, open scholarships. So I submitted like 14. So it was more of like several programs. So if you actually submit as many as possible, but then just like Promise said, make sure they are not like it's not really about the number per se, but about the quality and the strength of what you are working on. If you are able to highlight like two Erasmus, it's enough. If you are able to highlight three or more than that, but make sure that you are, because even when it comes to like getting recommendation letters, you see that it's not easy at all. Most of them will be like, okay, we'll submit two recommendation. In fact, there was one program that said I should submit like three details of referees. So when it comes to that, you see like getting those letters, it's not as easy. It's not really easy like that. So you have to like make sure you are applying for the ones that know, you know that okay, I have I in terms of merit, I'm well qualified for this, and then make sure you tailor your applications very well. So it's usually very good not to like limit your scope to only Erasmus. You can just widen your application net like that so that it can increase your chances. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much for sharing your story, Sharif. I already did mine in one of my videos. And guys, on my YouTube channel, I have a complete and easy to follow Erasmus Mundus guide. If you don't have a mentor, if you cannot reach any scholar because they are busy, the first 1 year of Erasmus Mundus master's program is always very busy because they are just getting used to the education system, the environment, the weather, and all. So, guys, the resources are there for you on the channel. So let's see if we have few questions before we go on. Okay, you're welcome. I put in an application. Okay, this for MasterCard Arizona. What is the next step? This, okay, let me try to answer the question. Have you received any email? You should follow instructions in the email received if you've received any. So the question we have here is, does one need to do legalization of document for Erasmus? Let's hear from Promise. And I think that's after winning. Well, let's hear from Promise.
Okay, so for legalization of your documents, there are like two stages. The first stage is authentication of your documents. That is done at the Ministry of Education and the Ministry of Foreign Affairs in Abuja. So authentication of your birth certificate, your transcript, your degree certificate, you get a police character certificate. You can, get it in any police station. I advise you go to the police station directly. Don't apply online because applying online takes longer. So if you just go to a police station, you can actually get your police certificate, faster. So okay. I think those are the documents you need to authenticate, and these are the same documents you will take to the embassy. For example, I came to Spain. I had to legalize my documents at the Spanish embassy, the Spanish consulate in Lagos, but not. I don't think every program required legalization. I think people that went to France did not have to legalize their documents. People that went to Italy had to legalize their documents. So I think it varies for the mobilities. So you just have to confirm for whichever country you are going first and know if they require legalization of your academic document and maybe your birth certificate and police character certificate. So you have to know, but necessarily for I think all of the programs you have to authenticate your documents at the Ministry of Education and Foreign Affairs in Abuja. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Promise, for stating that. Like I said in one of my videos where I discussed the 15 facts about Erasmus Mundus, the requirement for each program differ. Like for me, I did no legalization, I did no authentication because I went to Germany. All I needed was to photocopy my document and submit at the embassy. So, guys, you need to look strictly into the program you're applying for, the mobility track, what the country requires, and all. So, for this answer, Promise discuss now, the answer is for people going to Spain, I think. I think Sharif is also in Spain, so he can add more if he has additional information. But for Germany and so other countries, so other many countries, you do not need legalization. Yeah. Thank you. So Sharif, let's
Yes, yes. For most applications, I don't think even apart from Spain, regardless of the program, I don't think you have to like legalize any document during the application stage. So I don't think so. You don't have to like legalize any document during the application stage. However, after you have been selected, that is when it now varies from countries to countries. So Spain, just like Promise said, you have to authenticate your document, both at the Ministry of Education and Foreign Affairs. Then after authenticating there, you have to like legalize at the Spanish embassy in Lagos. So that is for Spain. For some other countries, you don't have to go through any legalization stage. So mainly it's for visa application and all of that. But specifically for my program, they require that I legalize even apart from my visa application, my program requested me to legalize my WAEC certificate, my degree and my transcript. Yes. So the specifically requested that I legalize those documents before I will be able to like do the clearance and everything when I get to Spain. So mainly apart from visa application, it's program dependent. So that's it.
Yeah, that's true. Apart from the common requirement like the CV, like the motivation letter or essay questions or motivation video and international passport, other requirements also vary. Let's see if you have questions because I've discussed so many things on my YouTube channel. So if you have questions, let's have your questions. Please, how can I have access to catalog? I don't know if any of my guests have the link currently, but you can check my videos where I discuss navigation of catalog with two 2024 awardees. You can check my channel. So, okay, we have a question here. So, for a Nigerian who is interested in your program, Promise, the person noticed that they are not allowed to submit English proficiency letter from university. What's the advice for Chukudi and other interested applicants? Did you do Hyatt? Let's hear from Promise.
Okay, no. It's not all Erasmus programs that requires, IELTS or English proficiency. The only thing I had to submit was a proof of English. That's like English language, sorry, English proficiency letter
Proficiency letter, okay.
from my school. Yeah, so I had to, process it from University of Ibadan to collect the letter, the certificate they will give you to confirm that you were taught in English all throughout your time in the school. Yeah, so that was what I submitted. I didn't have to submit IELTS or TOEFL because it varies from one Erasmus to Erasmus. Like Scholar Kudira has also mentioned, like different programs have different requirements. It's not the same. So some people are lenient enough to say you should submit your certificates from your school, and some people will insist that you submit IELTS. So if you're lucky enough, you don't have to. So that's why you have to go to the catalog and see the requirements for each course or any course that you're going to apply for. To know. But for my program, I did not have to submit IELTS. It was just the certificate from my school. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much for the clarification. I think Chukudi is mixing it up. If you go under the language requirements, sometimes you can see the cutoff mark for Hyatt and TOEFL. Just go down a little bit, then you sometimes you see the exemption for people who have studied in English language. It's okay to provide English language proficiency from your university, blah blah blah. So you need to read all this information on the program website. And we have a question for Sharif here. What are the key things to put in the SOP and also motivation video? I think they are both are almost the same thing. So let's share insights with the prospective audience. Thank you.
Okay, yeah, so the SOP, statement of purpose or motivation letter, as the case may be, is an opportunity to like sell yourself, like an opportunity to express yourself to the committee, to let us know why you feel you are qualified and you should be selected among all other applicants, maybe hundreds or thousands, as the case may be. So having said that, what are the key things that should be there? Number one thing is just like it said, motivation letter. Like why do you feel you need this at this point of your life? Like why masters? And if you need a master's degree, why Erasmus Mundus Scholarship? So the why is very important. The motivation, okay. So it varies. Generally, I will recommend that there are several resources, materials that can guide you on writing a competitive motivation letter. So when you get those resources, it will guide you better on about how to like structure your motivation for clarity and the flow. So it is very, very important. So when you answer the why, the motivation why, then you can proceed to like discuss, okay, these are my areas, like my research interest. Like, okay, I did so during my undergraduate studies, and this is what like I want to do. My research interest. Then you can proceed to discussing your short-term goals, your long-term, your visions, and all of those ones. Then you can also proceed and you can also proceed by discussing your area of strength, like okay, your what you have been able to accomplish in the past. Like okay, oh, I've been able to my leadership, your leadership skill, your this, your that, and if you have any publication, I think it's also the right opportunity to like link what you have your publication, your research with your research interest. For example, myself as a fishery student, during my undergraduate, my degree bachelor's thesis, I was opportune to work with staphylococcus using biotechnological techniques and all of that. So then most of my programs are usually aquaculture health related for my research interests, fish disease, nutrition, nutrigenomics. So during in most of my essays, it is usually very easy for me to link what I've done in terms of research during my bachelor's thesis to link it up with my research interest. That, okay, this is what I've done. So it's going to like tell us that okay, you are not only interested in this area, you have an idea of you have a background knowledge in that aspect. So basically, those are the basic things that should be on your motivation letter. Okay,
Oh, thank
sorry,
you so
please.
much.
I forgot
Okay.
to add this. I forgot to add this. Some programs they will specifically tell you in the application guidance and all of that what they want from you, that what should you discuss. Some programs, in fact, some will say okay, we don't want it more than a page, we don't want it more than so words and all of that. So it is always better to like go through your program website very well, like go through it very well, such that you know the details of what the whole program is all about. Then when you know that okay, what do they want from me to like discuss in this letter? So some will give you the guideline, some will not. So as the case may be, just make sure you seek for the necessary information as regards it.
Yeah, thank you so much, Sharif. I don't know if Promise has any additional information, but before then, I would love to introduce the prospective scholars to some content that will really help them. Please make sure you are prioritizing the use of your time at this moment. Currently, the Erasmus Mundus map for people interested in public policy is currently open. I've discussed that on my channel. Also, a few days ago, the animal science related Erasmus Mundus program also got opened. I posted that yesterday. So, guys, prioritize the use of your time. After this question, I want my guests to talk about how to manage your time to ensure you successfully submit and complete your application. So, before then, let me rush through the list of content, and tell you what's are in there. So, to win and apply appropriately for an Erasmus Mundus program, I feel that these 15 facts, understanding them will help you a lot. So please check them. They are short videos. I know we love movies, but this time, please watch content that really help you. So this particular short video, 3 minutes, talked about the kind of email address you should use for your application. I know some people are using random emails. You should avoid them. Please make sure your email address has your name. I talked about everything there. And this short one also talked about things you should not have in your CV, like your marital status. No one cares. So please ensure you watch these videos. This one is where I shared my CV. It is also a step-by-step guide on how to create your Europa CV. I've had people watch the video and they followed the steps and they were able to have their own CV. I saw some and I'm really happy. So this in this video, I explained what mobility track means. I know my guests already know what it means. It's a combination of the universities where you will be studying. And during your application, sometimes you may have to select this combination of universities and countries. So this is another important term under Erasmus Mundus application. You don't want to pick a program country when you need to select a partner country. And I have so many, so many. If you want to check if a program is currently with funding for this year, this is another video that can guide you. I have so many videos, so many. For people who are looking forward to getting their proof of proficiency, that can be one of the requirement. Check this. If you don't understand the difference between word limits and character limits, check this. These are ways by which you can prove your proficiency. And if you are looking forward to writing IELTS, like I did, like Sharif did, because programs required mandated all these test scores, check this video. So how to select your referees? Not everyone is the right referee for you. Check this video. I have so many videos. Some of the program require you to create a portfolio. I created it here. It's a step-by-step guide. And guys, if you are checking, if you don't have the catalog link or you are having difficulty getting it online, in this video, check the comment section. You will find it here, you find it here. If you don't know how to navigate the catalog, check this video. It is with two 2024 awardees. They are both in physics, engineering related fields. You also gain from there. So check all this content. It's in a playlist. So let's go to that answer. Answer from who is the next speaker? I forgot that. Is it Promise? Is it Sharif?
Promise, yes.
All right. Let's go with the Promise if you have additional information. Thank you. What was the question? Can you remember?
Yes, about motivation letters and all of that.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, okay. Motivation letters. I feel basically for your motivation letter, okay, what's the question specifically about motivation letter? Is it the
Like, what do
content
you
or
think should be in there? Yeah, the content. What they should put in mind
okay,
when writing. Yeah.
okay, I feel like as the name states, your motivation letter, it is basically like a summary of what is making you enthusiastic about the program, what motivates you to want to take the program, what purpose, where are you coming from, like what is, what has your story been, like a brief story of yours that, led you to that stage to say, oh, I saw this course and I'm motivated to take it. I want to take it. And forging ahead, this is, what I see as my vision and what I think what this program you'll be able to link whatever you gain from the program also to, the purpose of taking that course that you see yourself probably in the next 3, 4, 5 years using the knowledge of the program. And also I would like to add that if you are specifically writing for Erasmus, since Erasmus is like a multicultural kind of program, is a country where be meeting different people from different cultural backgrounds. You should also add probably to the end of your motivation letter that you are also inspired by the fact that it is an intercultural program and you are interested, you are eager in meeting different people, meeting new people from different parts of the world, and even learning foreign languages. You understand? You show your interest, you show your enthusiasm for the program itself, for the course, and for the entirety of the program. The purpose of the program is not only to study, it is also for you to be able to connect with people, learn their culture, interact with them on different topics, apart from culture, apart from food, even academics. You can always interact with different people, what projects they have going on, what's happening in their country, all those things. You can summarize it. I'm not saying you should put everything in a list in your motivation letter, but you can just put it up as like a summary that makes you interested in the program. Just basically the fact that it's an international or intercultural rather or multidisciplinary based program. Yeah. So basically I feel for me that that is what you need for motivation letter generally. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Promise, for the additional information. So, as we discuss this, I think this is the last question I have. If you have no further question, how important do you think prioritizing the use of scholarship applicants' time is to winning a scholarship? Let's start from Sharif because
Yeah,
people waste time online a lot, so we need to motivate them, guide them on how to use their time.
exactly.
So that, yeah,
Exactly.
thank you.
Yeah, time management. Time management is really, really important because before you know it, I think for most of the programs, the cycle is usually between say September to like December, January. So you think it's 4, 5 months. Oh, I still have time. No, before you know it, you will see that one program is a week, like has only like a week left to before it closes. So what did I do that made it a bit easier for me was like I used like more or less like an application tracker. Like it's more or less like a document that immediately I started the tracker since around December, January of the previous year. So immediately I cite a program like this that okay, I want to apply for this program. I'm going to include it in my document. And what are the things I'm going to include? The name of the program, the requirements, opening, like the application opening date, the closing date, the link that I'm going to like that will take me to the website directly. I'm going to like paste it there. Then if there's the status of application, is it like ongoing? Like have I started the application like the processing at all. So all these details are in my tracker. So anytime I need to like know where am I, like what's my progress, I simply open the documents and when I say okay, I have out of like 10 programs, I have like 7 to go. Okay, I think I'm almost done with the application of 2 or 3. So you can know that okay, some programs will be like it's going to expire, it's going to like close, sorry, next month, and you might be working on the one that will close like maybe 2 3 months later. So it's going to like help you to manage your time effectively and make sure you are right on track. So I really recommend that as well. I recommend that.
That's a good advice. That's a good one. Promise, do you have additional information? What helped you manage your time when you were applying? Let's hear from you.
Okay, I feel when I
We can't hear you. We can't hear you. Okay.
okay, you can hear me now.
We can hear you now.
Yes.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, I was saying that scholarship is very, detailed and structured and, he has time management skills and all those things. It was when I started interacting with different scholars too that I just learned that, people actually really manage their time well. I met Scholar Femi that told me like he he has this spreadsheet that he used to put all the applications he's doing. He writes out the requirements and tick what he has done. Tick what he does not have, what he has left when the deadline is. I'm like, wow, people are very detailed with how they spend their time because I just write everything in one note and I'm like, okay, 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 I've done this. I just mark it, okay, okay, I've done this. Like I'm not that, organized. Let me say, but I actually know how to meet up with my deadlines. That is it because I have everything in my head and I know that I have to do it. So I advise that you take the structured way because not everybody can actually manage their time properly. So you just when you are applying for all these kind of programs and application, you have so many things to do. You can't keep track of everything, to be very honest. I was in that way too. It made me not to apply for some opportunities because I miss the deadlines because I would literally forget that, oh, I've actually not done that and I don't even have it written down. So I would advise that you have a place where you write all those things and keep what you have, what you don't have. I think that's Colafemi's way is actually a very good way to keep track of things that you are doing. Yes, like you can do something as organized as that. I feel like you'll be able to manage everything you have on time, note the deadlines that you have to submit each of the requirements and know how you have them, how much you have already, what you don't have, keep them. So I feel like if you do it this way, you will be able to manage your time properly. That's just it. Aside people that are working, I understand that we have some people that are trying to apply and they are postgraduate and they are working, all those things. So I would just say for those kind of people too, this system also works because you know what you have, what you don't have. After work, you can sit down and look at it. Oh, okay, maybe dedicate like 1 or 2 hours every day to say, oh, okay, I want to do this application, I want to submit this, I want to write my motivation letter or something like that. So I'll say actually properly finding a way to organize everything you have to do is a very good way to manage your time. So that's all I have on time management. Thank you.
Thank you, Promise. And thank you for stating that you missed out on some deadlines because they were not written down. But when I was applying as well, I had not a Google Drive, not a Google link, but I had jotters. Like I literally completed, I had all the jotters. I wrote all the information down, the requirement, but yeah, on your phone you can have a link to the Google Drive, Google file. So this is an advice for people watching this video. If they are not watching the video and they miss deadline again, good luck. So we are creating time. I know you guys are busy, and you created part of your time to show on this live session to advise and share information. That is all we can do. So the role of prospective awardees involve includes watching the videos, getting the right information, reaching out to scholars and all. So let's answer questions. The proof of English language proficiency, British Council for certificate in English. We can accept other. What's this? Mercy, this is long. I didn't understand the question. We can accept other tests. Please, does this mean I should write it as a Nigerian? The question is not clear. Can you see the question, my guests? Can you see the question on the comment section?
I can't see the question.
Can you see the question? Okay. Mercy, we don't understand your question. Do you mean some countries were listed as exempted to? I don't understand the question. Let's go to the next question. With the intention to apply for your program Promise, is it possible to have your LinkedIn contact? Like I said, they are busy, but I don't know if Promise will want to share her LinkedIn. I know she will have a lot of requests for review now. But guys, you should understand that she's also busy. So let's hear from her if she's willing to share.
Okay, yes, I will share it. No problem. I actually just opened an account, a new account. They restricted my former account, but I've
Okay.
gotten another one, and I'll share the link to the new one. Thank
Okay.
you.
Thank you so much. So your question, Mercy, let's have the clarification. I don't understand the question. So any additional thing you want to say before we round up, my guess? Any additional thing you want to say?
Yeah.
Um, okay, Sherry should go first.
Man
Okay.
first.
Uh, all right. So the thing is, we did have the opportunity to actually speak about the interviews. So interviews, they are also really important
Oh
aspects
yeah,
of.
please let's talk about it. For my
Oh,
program, I
oh,
did not have any interview, so I forgot that. Sorry. So let's talk about interview shortly.
okay. So interviews are also very critical aspect of the application. So I mean, at that stage, you are rest assured that you are doing something right and you are on the way. So the most important thing is it varies from programs to program. There are some programs that are going to like request for a pre-recorded interview. Like they're going to literally send you questions that you should answer them in a video record and send the video to them. So some will say, okay, no, it's live interview they want, but either ways, anyone they would like request for, the most important thing is number one, make sure like you take note of the timing, like the time difference between the host country and your own country is very, very important. They say, okay, oh, it is 1 p.m. Just check online and make sure you are certain about the timing. So it's almost affected me, but then I was lucky to like make it. So please take note of the timing and also like interact with scholars that make like use LinkedIn very well. like use, no matter the program, we've had people, scholars that have like that are beneficiaries of the program that are current, or maybe they've graduated from the program already. So they've literally passed through that stage. They can like guide you right. It's really helped me a lot. Like it's really helped, most especially for my interview. I was able to like ace the interview very well because of the mentorship I got. So please and please talk to them. They are going to guide you. This is what you should do. This is what you should do. Because even if you prepare, you expend energy in preparing, and you are preparing the wrong way, at the end of the day, it's not going to like amount to anything. So that is also very important. And also, when you are during your interview, make sure you go through everything on your CV, like your CV. I know obviously you're the one that prepared your CV, but make sure you still like add. So it's not like they'll be asking you, okay, you say you have done this during this time, and you'll be thinking, okay, I think it was in May. Okay, so there won't be discrepancy. Make sure you are very like certain about your CV, and also lastly, your transcript is also very important. I think one of my interviewers, she asked me that about a particular course that I did in, I think was it 200 level or something like that. So she mentioned, I forgot it. Like I didn't even like I was not thinking in that direction at all. So she mentioned the course on my transcript. So I was like, she mentioned the course code. She mentioned the course code. So she intentionally did not mention the like name of that course, and I was like, what's the name? What's the name? So I mentioned another course, and she was like, "No, even though I got the program, but then make sure you like be conversant with your CV, conversant with your transcript, everything there. Those are the basis. That would be the basis for your like interview and all of that. And also your, if you have done any research and all of that, like if you have any your master's thesis, what is about and everything, make sure you dissect everything and you are ready to like ask question and answer questions about it, and then you will be fine.
Yeah, that was good, Sharif. Thank you so much. Can you hear me? I don't know why I'm seeing a blank
Yes,
space
yes,
there.
we can
I'm
hear
seeing
you.
a.
Can you?
Oh, okay, you can hear me. We have a
Yes,
question, but I can't
clearly.
see you guys. I can't see you. So we have a question. Let me go for the question. Thank you so much, Sharif. Promise, did you had any interview done for your program?
Yes, I did an interview.
Okay. Any
So
information for them? Okay.
okay, I concur with what Scholarship just shared. It's very important to prepare for your interview and reach out to people that have gone through such process to be able to put you through, because I feel like that was what helped you. Getting selected for an interview is not enough. You have to ace the interview to be able to be selected for the program. So with my own interview, it wasn't much, it wasn't so long. The first question they asked me was to introduce myself, and I had 5 minutes to introduce myself. So we talked about your academic background, and also everything you have done in summary, you have to, put it out to them. So they also asked me because, in relation to my program, we have to have some coding knowledge background. So we had to like use, Python or R or Java or something like that. And I have basic knowledge in Python programming. So I was like, yeah, I can code a bit of Python. And okay, they also asked that where do I see myself in the next 10 years? So I told them that I see myself having achieved, a doctorate, because one of the person that told me for the interview was like, if you're interviewing for Erasmus, make sure you mention that you want to do a PhD, because it's a motivated. Yes, you really want to, go in the academic line. So you just have to, say that yes, I want to do a PhD, or say you see yourself having achieved it. So I talked about the project that I had done on my CV, because one of the interviewers asked that the program that I, put the project rather that I put on my CV, I should go through it, how I work on the smart irrigation system, what the function was, and all of that. So I told them that within the next 10 years, I want to go back on that and make it like a scalable project in, Nigeria, and make it accessible to small scale farmers. Yeah, so basically that was it. for me for the interview. So it was not long. I didn't ask any questions. They didn't ask me if I had any questions. So that was just the end. Yeah. So,
Oh
but in
wow.
some programs, it asks you if you have questions. So if you ask questions, you ask them. That's why it's important to go through the program on the catalog before do the interview and all of that. Know what the program is all about, so you can see like maybe one or two questions that you can ask, and make sure you don't show that you are nervous. I was very nervous, but they could not see because my hand was under the table, so they could not see. So make sure your facial expressions are as balanced as possible. Trust me, you will feel like you're not going to be nervous because you are just showing on camera. But when you see their faces, you know that cold will just come to your fingers and your hand, and you just start feeling it. That, yes, you are doing an interview. So sorry. So make sure you feel as calm as possible. Don't show that you're and it's going to be fine. They're not bad people. They will just ask their question. You see that they're even very relaxed when you're asking questions. So you don't have to be nervous when you're answering. So make sure you are calm as possible. So you will not miss details that you have to say, that answers that you have to answer. There is no game in being nervous. Nobody will bite you. Just say what you want to say. Honestly, yeah. So I think pretty much that's just it for the interview. Thank you.
Yeah, that was good. So guys, we wish you the best with your application. And by next year, hopefully you guys will be on my live session sharing insight for other prospective scholars that may be in the university currently. So guys, I think that'll be the end of the session. But before we go, I have the last question. I'm asking if that statement means I must write it. We don't understand the whole question. Is Nigeria one of the countries listed under countries that must provide the proficiency test score? I don't understand the question. Please, after posting the video, you can just write or state as a comment. Promise, do you understand it before you go?
I think okay.
Yeah, I think what he's just trying to ask is if English proficiency is necessary for Nigerians. That's why I think we have gone through it before that it is
Yeah, you need to
program
go to
specific.
the program website. Yeah. Yeah, Messi, we talked about it earlier.
Exactly. So
You
it
need to check
varies.
the
It
program
varies.
website. If you don't know how to navigate the catalog, check that video I recommended earlier. So, guys, we wish you the best with your application. So, wish them the best and let's let's have a good day. Thank you guys for showing
Yeah,
up. I really appreciate your
yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So promise first. Wish them the best, and
Yeah, because I have to go. I have to take the train.
I know,
So
right?
I wish everyone, the best of luck. Like what I always say is don't give up. Honestly, like it's a long journey, for some people. When I was doing different testimonials, it took some people as long as 7 years to get a scholarship offer. So I don't know. You just don't have to give up, honestly. Some people is on their first try. So for different people it varies. But one thing is that don't stop improving on yourself, don't stop improving on your skills, keep brushing up on yourself, keep improving on yourself that whatever application you're applying for, you're applying on a global scale. You're not applying Nigeria based. Think about it that on the same application, Indians are applying, Mexicans are applying, people from the US, people from all around the world, Pakistan, Turkey, everywhere they are applying. You can have like up to over 1,000 applicants and they are from different countries. So make sure whatever you are carrying is something that will be able to be presentable on a global scale, something that will be able to compete with what other people have. Do you understand? You can maybe just have a first class. That is not enough. You have to brush it up too. You can also have a 2-1. Make sure you brush it up. There are so many things that we have gone through here in the program and the sources that are available on Scholar Kudirat's channel that you can, use to know how you can improve on your skills. So my main point is number one, don't give up, keep being resilient, and number two, improve on yourself. Every chance you see, every opportunity you see to be able to improve on whatever skill you have that can, be useful in your journey. Make sure you catch on it and, you know, don't waste opportunities. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, promise. So let's have from Sharif. But before we do that, I'll be
Yes.
talking about an upcoming live session on October 1st. This is with five, to be with five outstanding graduates that have had big CGPAs from their universities, their overall best students, faculty best students, and all. So we are inviting secondary school students to motivate them and current undergraduates on how to improve their CV, how to open their eye to scholarship opportunities and beyond the classroom. And also, we are inviting graduates too on how to network and so many things you can do to improve your life, basically. And also, we are inviting parents because I know parents invite their kids sometimes to BBN and other kind of movies. So this is education related. So we are inviting everyone. So let us hear from Sherry.
Yeah, thank you. So, the most important thing is your consistency, like, and your dedication, because it is the journey will be very rough. Sometimes you are going to doubt yourself that can I really pull it through? Like, really, is this realistic? So my advice is it is very, very much realistic. I mean, some people have done it in the past, some people are doing it, and you can still do it. So please and please, it is really important your consistency. Most times when I'm running out of energy, out of fuel, I just open my LinkedIn and I check when I check pages of scholars. I mean, congratulations! I just landed in US. I landed in Canada. So most times it's more or less like a motivation, a ginger for me that okay, I think I can do this as well. I can go. Let's continue. Let's continue. So please and please, it is very, very important. It is not going to be easy, but trust me, it is really worth it at the end. It is really, really worth it. And I pray may Allah make it easy for you guys. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for that. So as you apply also, you need to pray because it's a big competition with Nigerians, with Africans, especially people applying for MasterCard, whereby only Africans can only apply. And for Erasmus and Commonwealth and so many other opportunities, you are competing with the world, but you can definitely get it. Sharif got two Erasmus Mundus scholarship opportunities. I got two as well in 2021 when I'm done with my studies. So, guys, you have a whole lot on my YouTube channel. Like, I'm recommending these resources for you. So, this is the upcoming one. And for people interested in MasterCard to study at Sciences Po University in France, the live session will be coming up soon. So sorry, my voice is shaking. I have one guy here. So guys, this is upcoming too. You can meet their well. Feed yourself with the right information. And I look forward to celebrating you. So at this point, we say goodbye and good luck with your applications. So bye for now. Thank you, Sherry, for showing up. Enjoy yourself and your studies. Bye.